Hello and welcome to another day down on the virtual farm. So here we are and we are still waiting. Here's our field. We're still waiting for our sunflowers to become ready to be harvested. As you can see, bottom right hand corner there, it's still saying that the crop's growing. So and as you can see, they're all in full bloom. So we're not ready to harvest this field as yet. But I did remember, or I forgot, and then I remembered that in our grain truck we still have sunflowers from the contract we did. Whoops, I'm on top of it. If you look bottom right hand corner there, it's saying we've got 19% on board of sunflowers, and that's not ours. In the last in the last video we actually undertook a contract to use our equipment to harvest somebody else's field, and we had the last of that, so we do need to take that to, well, let's see, I think it's the restaurant, but let me just confirm. Here it is, this contract harvesting for Deborah Joseph, field 16. And oh, no, that's right, we need to take it to the ranch. Good job I checked, otherwise we'd be taking it to the wrong place. So we do need to get into the truck. Well, we're in the truck and we do need to take it to the ranch. So we'll do that. We'll head off now down to the ranch and dump this last little bit so we can get paid, because we've not been paid everything. We've only been paid partly. Nice big mirrors on this. You can actually see the trailer as it kind of swings around the corner there. But we'll head out. We don't want to be doing too fast. We're doing 40 miles an hour in the field. Anyway, let's head out to the branch, and we're going to come out to the main road. Start slowing down a bit as the car going by, so we'll just pull out a little bit, and we're going to look both ways. Nothing coming that way and nothing coming that way, so I think we're okay. So we're watching the corner there. You can see in our mirror as our trailer follows us round. There's plenty of room to get over onto our side of the road, and we'll head out over to the ranch, which is down at the end of this road. So it takes a minute or two to get there. And all I was going to say, oh, there's a train, look at that. So we timed it just right, so hopefully that'll be clear of there's a level crossing down here, so hopefully that'll be clear of that as we approach it, so we don't have room for that car to get by. I was going to say, if you're enjoying these videos, it'd be great if you could follow and like, and maybe subscribe to the channel. And if you have any comments, any ideas of what we could or should not be doing at our farm, it would be great. I'd read all your comments and always reply. So, but other than that, say thanks for joining us today down at the virtual farm. So a little bit further, so this building here on the left here is some sort of stables or a stud farm, something like that, for horses, and the branch is a little bit further up the road here. So here's the ranch. This is where we need to come and drop the crops. Again, I guess we don't want to be driving too fast up this track, and I'm going to switch to the outside camera so that I can make sure we pull up over the top of the place that receives the grain. It tells us there, look, at the bottom there, to push the right button and the Y button, and it's ticking. So that was it. That was pretty quick, wasn't it? There's me sitting in the cab, look. Anyway, so that's that. So contract harvested, we've been paid another $2,182. So let's just check that contract, and that one is complete. So we go X to complete it, and that one's. So here's some other contracts. So we've got transport items from a water tower to the, so that needs a different type of trailer. Harvesting. Oh, there's another one here, look, field 15, we could go and harvest that one. What is in that field? That field, it's paying just over $2,158, so that's not too bad. And it's canola, so I wonder what we need to do that. So let's go back to our field, and we'll do a bit of investigating to find out what we need to do that, and where is that field. because that would be interesting. Rather than sit around doing nothing, we may as well be putting our equipment to use. It may mean we need a different header for the combine, but for the harvester there. But that would be an option, an opportunity to get another piece of equipment. Let's get across the crossing here. Train's following, we're doing 40 miles an hour. Come out, so I'm going to overtake this car here. It's coming the other way. Make sure we come past it, okay. There we go. So, I think that sounds interesting. I think we may be able to do that. Let's take this one here. Up the hill. So let's see what we need to harvest. Let's see what we need to harvest. I disconnected the trailer. I thought I was putting the brakes on, but well, I'll put the brakes on the trailer. Let's look back up. Right, let's get out. Let's see what we need to do. Canola. What do we need to harvest? Canola. Let's so I'm pushing the wrong button as usual. So let's look in here. So first of all, we need to go over here to do. No, we don't. We need to go over here to do a little bit of research and find out what canola actually is. What is it? How do you find out what it is? What is this? That's an empty field. How do I find out what canola is? Does anybody know? Well, let's look at the headers. So we're going to go back to the headers. Let's go back to the headers. Find out. I suspect it's one of these. I can see soybeans there, which is something that's worth growing, but there we've got wheat, barley and so on. But what is canola? Let's go back to the contract a minute. Take a look at that again. Canola. Well, let's take a trip out to field 15 and take a look. We'll actually take a look at it. So, not that one. We want to come over here to the world, and then it's field 15. So it's kind of next door to, or very close to the one that we harvested, right there. So let's take a trip over there. Let's get the buggy and it's the Retriever 1000, and we'll go over there and take a look at exactly what it is, so we can find out what we need to actually harvest it. So this you have to be careful because it's very light and it's very fast and it bounces around and the next thing you know you're doing cartwheels. So there we go, 50 miles an hour. Mahindra. What's with anything coming that way, car coming that way, good to go. So field 15 is next to where we were. As far as I can see, when we did the harvesting, the contract before. The first one I know is cotton. It's the second one I believe is field 15, which is this yellow looking crop. This one. Oh, so it's that. So there goes the train. So let's compare it with Hold on, it's doing a save. So I think it's like a standard kind of header. It is one that does for most type of grains. That's worth doing that, isn't it? While we're sitting around doing nothing, we may as well be doing that. Well, thanks for stopping by the virtual farm today. I hope you had a good time. I enjoyed your company. We got a lot done, but there's always more to do down here on the farm. So don't forget to stop by again soon and like and subscribe to the channel. So other than that, I look forward to seeing you down on the virtual farm next time. Bye-bye.